at that face. Are you kidding me? This is despicable.
And 34 Fairview Drive, it just so happened to be a sergeant from his police department. Are you kidding me? I'm throwing the bullshit flag on the field right now. That is total bullshit. Okay? Total bullshit. You're the freaking commissioner of a 3,000 person police department. She didn't invite herself to your office. You called her in, and then you tried to pretend like, oh, maybe she was having a momentary crisis of some kind of psychological crisis, or she was high or she was low, and so you called her into your office to aid her. Well, that's what your medical division is for. That's what psych services is for. Okay, and since when does the officer get head of the legal counsel for the department to go with her to interview with the FBI?
Yeah. It's insanity at its best. And when we talked about this during the trial, we said no 2-year wonder rookie gets called into the police commissioner's office for no reason. It smelled bad. It seemed bad. It didn't seem right. And now you have this guy. Multiple news reporters from the local area puts phones and microphones in front of his face. And he had no idea he was going to get asked about this because he had called this meeting or whatever he was doing. I don't even know, but it had nothing.
He was out of state.
Right. It had nothing to do with Karen Reed. He never in a million years thought he was going to get questioned on this because his own spokesperson, the blonde woman standing right to his right, she tried to cut it off and say, okay, that's enough. That's it. Ed, I know you're good at looking at this body language and so forth. He was making this like this was a joke. And this was like, oh, we're on to this case is over. We're on to bigger and better things.
Oh, yeah. What? I'd like to see all communications between Morrissey's office and his office. I'd like to see emails, text messages, phone records. There was communication. There's no way he, as the Boston police commissioner, did not get notified by Morrissey's office because the feds sent over to Morrissey's office her interview and her statement that she gave to those FBI agents. There's no way he didn't know about it. Okay. And she didn't ask for a meeting with the police commissioner. He called her into his office.
His office. Yeah. No cop just barges into a police commissioner's office for no reason.
Your name came up during the recent Karen Reed trial. You got a visit from Officer Kelly Deber.
Yeah.
The defense implied that you influenced your testimony. Do you want to respond to that?
I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. Matter of fact, I didn't even know this person was associated with the Karen Reed case. I have an organization full of over 3,000 people, and we support all our folks. And the reality is that, I get information passed on whether people are high or low, and I encourage everyone. Right? And if you want to work here and you belong here, then we're going to encourage you. I have no idea what they're talking about with Karen Reed. It had nothing to do with Karen Reed. No discussion about
Did you tell Officer Deber to do the right thing?
I didn't know she was even associated with that case.
Bullshit.
I don't know.
He answered that he did not even know that she's associated with the case.
Then why was she in your office, and why did she testify that her whole career depends upon what she says on that stand, and you told her to do the right thing?
It's just a whole bunch of hogwash.
Oh my God. It was stupid to take the meeting, to have the meeting in the first place. And this is just making it worse.
I get information passed on whether people are high or low, and I encourage everyone, right? And if you want to work here and you belong here, then we're going to encourage you. I have no idea what they're talking about with Karen Reed.
So hold on there, Ron. Hold on. I get information about whether my people are high or low, and I encourage them. So you're saying that she has some kind of depression, and you don't know why she's depressed. So you're calling her to your office to pep her up?
Yeah.
And you have no reason why you suspect that she's low? Bullshit. You were notified by Morrissey's office about her interview with the FBI. You knew what she said, and they were putting pressure on you to correct this.
Did you tell Officer Deber to do the right thing?
I didn't know she was even associated with that case. So, I don't know. I was struck like, what do I have to do with the Karen Reed race? I never have said those words together. And so the fact is, it's much to do about nothing. We have employees here.
Did you hear that? It's much to do about nothing. You have a police officer John O'Keefe, who was murdered, and we don't even have the person who committed this crime or persons. So this is much to do about nothing. That's a slap in the face to
you got a Boston cop under your supervision murdered, found on the lawn of another off-duty Boston cop.
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't know about this, and you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's horseshit.
Thank you.
That case is over, and we've got a lot of other stuff to talk about. I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. I was in the state of Michigan.
I have nothing to do with that.
What did he say? I'm in the state of Michigan?
I was in the state of Michigan.
Commissioner Michael Cox was sworn in this morning.
I, Michael Cox, do solemnly swear to come to a place where I grew up, where I was raised, where I was an officer, where I raised my family. This is an incredible opportunity.
Let's go to Kelly Deber's statement.
Between the time that you were interviewed on August 9th, 2023, and when we spoke sometime in maybe it was April or so of last year, does that sound about right?
Yes.
Did you have any conversation with any other party about your potential involvement in this case?
No.
Did you have a conversation with anybody in the commissioner's office at Boston Police Department?
Not about anything malicious.
I didn't use the word malicious. Why do you say malicious?
I had a conversation, but it was my department saying, regardless of what I need to say on the stand, they support me.
So that would be the commissioner, right?
Go to the commissioner's office, correct?
Yes.
How long had you been on the Boston Police Department at the time that you were invited to go up to Commissioner Michael Cox's office?
It had to have been before the first trial. So, and I know it was when the agency released information to outside people.
That's not my question.
Okay, so I don't recall.
Okay. You don't recall how long you had been on the force, generally, at the time that you were called up to the commissioner's office, on the Boston Police Department?
No.
Was it 5 years, 2 years, 2 months? Give me a ballpark.
So I've been on the department for 2 years and 2 months. I would say somewhere in the range of a year.
Okay. Did you find it unusual would you call yourself a rookie back then?
Yes.
Did you find it unusual that a rookie police officer would be called up to the commissioner's office personally to discuss a matter?
It was a reflection of how good of a leader he is. It was not anything that I found unusual.
It's a reflection of how good of a leader he is, and he's denying that less than a month and a half later after you testify. He denied he even knows who you are.
This is the gang that couldn't shoot straight, man. They can't keep their story straight. I mean, when does the corruption stop? Holy shit.
This is beyond belief. Like this, just when I think it's gotten the worst that it can get, it gets worse.
Your name came up during the recent Karen Reed trial. You got a visit from Officer Kelly Deber. The defense implied that you influenced your testimony. Do you want to respond to that?
I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. Matter of fact, I didn't even know this person was associated with the Karen Reed case.
Would be called up to the commissioner's office personally to discuss a matter?
It was a reflection of how good of a leader he is. It was not anything that I found unusual, given the fact he is someone who wanted to show support for his officer.
So I'm guessing all of your training class or all of your entry classes at Boston PD, they've all gone up to the commissioner's office as well?
I don't know anyone else who's been in this particular circumstance.
Do you know anybody else who's been called up to the commissioner's office at your level at the Boston Police Department?
No.
Objection.
Sustained.
Do you know of any of your colleagues with your level of experience that have been called up to the commissioner's office for a specific instance?
Objection.
That's sustained.
Did you respond? Did you ultimately go? That's what I mean by respond. Did you go to his office?
He's my boss, so yes.
Okay. And who else was in that office?
Me and him, the two of us.
General counsel of the Boston Police Department?
No, it's just me and him.
The conversation that we had last year, did you say that general legal counsel for the Boston Police Department was also there?
Objection.
Not during that conversation.
Objection.
Next question.
Sure.
Lifeguard Bev to the rescue. Ed, did you think that we'd ever be talking about this again? Lifeguard Bev. She's to the rescue. Ask the next question.
Have you ever met General Legal Counsel for the Boston Police Department?
Yes.
Was it in the commissioner's office?
No.
When was it?
During my conversation with the agents.
You took a lawyer with you to talk to this other law enforcement agency?
I'm going to see you at sidebar on this.
The sidebar was because she mentioned agents. That was the cardinal sin, the cursey words. Remember throughout the whole trial, they couldn't say the FBI. Well, day 25 when she testified, the FBI came out. The ugly FBI, the three-letter word, the three-letter word came out, and Bev was pissed. That's what she called that sidebar.
When we left off, I was asking you about the meeting at the commissioner's office. And I want to clear this up. Was General Legal Counsel in that office or not when you had a meeting with the commissioner, Michael Cox?
No, it was just me and the commissioner.
At some point, did the commissioner say to you that Boston Police Department, insofar as your connection to this case is concerned, Boston Police Department fully supports you?
Yes.
Did he also say, do the right thing?
That's a direct quote, so I can't recollect if he said a direct quote 2 years ago.
A year ago, when you talked to us, the defense, did you tell the defense that when you were called up to the commissioner's office, told you two things? Commissioner Cox told you, number one, Boston Police Department supports you, and Officer Deber, do the right thing.
So he said my name correctly. He said Deber, and
That's fine.
So, Mr. Jackson, let's
Deber.
please.
yes, and he said nothing with the intent of guiding me one way or the
I didn't ask you
other.
what his intent was, madam. I asked you what he said to you. What were his words to you?
I don't recall.
That he supports me.
And
Just wanted me to tell the truth up here.
his words were, do the right thing. Correct?
I think they're both lying, but let us know what you think. That's a great question. It's a great statement. What do you think in the chat? Put a 1 if you think the commissioner is lying and not Deber. Put a 2 in the chat if you think they're both lying.
The commissioner's lying because he did say these things to her, and she's lying because he told her to do the right thing.
How could the commissioner be so?
She tells you her job, her career is all dependent on this testimony.
How could the commissioner be so stupid and dumb? How could his people be so incompetent? This is total incompetence.
No, it's absolute power, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. He didn't think he could be touched.
No. They watched this trial. You can't tell me that the police commissioner did not see the statements of this girl that came to his office.
He was in Michigan.
That's bullshit.
It's all bullshit. We know it's bullshit, but that's because they've been empowered to think they're untouchable.